Hey guys, time to do another review on my Banish 22 suppressor. I have 3 pistols and this beauty right here. So let's get started. Alright, so I have 3 different brands of ammo. Again, 3 pistols, 1 rifle. And we're just going to go over this real quick and then we'll go back into my workshop and take a closer look at the ammo and the pistols and the rifle. And all this is suppressor ammo. I have CCI 45 grain. I have Remington Subsonic, which is a 40 grain bullet. And I just picked up this Federal, which is a 45 grain bullet. Now, I have a Kel-Tec P17. Now, I recently did a review with this Remington Subsonic ammo, and this pistol did not like it. It basically turned into a single shot. So I'm going to try the CCI and the Federal through this P17 today and see what happens. I have a 1911. This is a Colt / Walther / Umarex, and we're going to shoot this today, see what happens. I have a Walther P22Q military. And I have a Sig model 522. You guys have not seen this one in a while. And this uses 25 round magazines. So right now, let's go back into my workshop. We'll just take a quick closer look at all this stuff and then we'll come back out here and check reliability. So this is my Banish 22. I'm not going to spend any time talking about this since I have about 3 videos on YouTube, so let's just set this off to the side and take a look at the ammo. CCI clean 22 suppressor, 45 grain, rated at 1,000 feet per second. Remington Subsonic, and this is a 40 grain copper plated hollow point, rated at 1,050 feet per second. Federal American Eagle 45 grain, and this is a copper plated solid rated at 970 feet per second. Alright, let's take a quick look at my pistols here. And this is a Colt railgun. Really a good shooting pistol. And it is made in Germany. And this one came with one 12 round magazine, and it does of course have a threaded barrel. Now it does come with the wrench to take off this thread protector. Now this thread protector is also a barrel nut, so we'll talk about that here in a moment. Walther P22. This is actually a P22Q, and this is the military model. I guess probably due to the color, but it was also made in Germany. And this one came with 2 10 round magazines, and again, a threaded barrel. This uses the exact same system as the Colt does. Kel-Tec P17. And this one came with 3 16 round magazines. And of course it is threaded also. I need to go over something real quick. Now when you buy a Taurus TX22 or a Kel-Tec P17, they come with the thread adapter so you can screw the suppressor onto the pistol. Just know that when you buy a Walther, Colt / Umarex, they do not come with a thread adapter. You have to buy your own separate thread adapter, and the adapter on the Kel-Tec and the Taurus will not work on the Walther. And this does use a metric thread. So when you buy one of these, what you want to do is you want to order a M8 by 0.75 to 1/2 by 28 thread converter. That's what this is. Now on this one here, you can see that it is shaped for a hex wrench or a Allen wrench, and I have one right here. So when you screw this on, make sure you snug it down a little bit. And this is a 5/16, or you can use a 8mm Allen wrench. Let me show you how to mount this converter real quick. So use the tool that comes with the pistol, and of course make sure it's unloaded. But pull this off. Again, this is also a barrel nut, and there's the barrel right there, and you can see that the barrel is now loose. And another thing, this shroud will come out, so just be aware of that. Now when you put this back on, there's a square notch right here, and there's a little dimple right here. This square notch is going to go on the very bottom, and you can twist this and you can feel it drop into that notch, and that dimple should be on the very top of the pistol. So I'm going to put this on real quick, and I want to show you something. Alright, so now we have 1/2 by 28, and I can put my suppressor on this. Now I've already shot this with a suppressor on it, and I had a big problem out in the field. When I went to take the suppressor off, the adapter came off with it. And because this has no flat spots on it, I couldn't use a wrench to take it off. I had to put a pair of pliers on this and take it off out in the field. So just be aware that this thing can be a pain in the butt. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this in a vise, and I'm going to file a couple of flat spots on it so I can take it off with a wrench. Alright, one of my favorite 22 rifles, the Sig 522. Let's just take a close look here. Now I've had this one probably 15 years or more. Sig actually did not make these very long. So let's go ahead and start here at the back. Adjustable buttstock. Now it only adjusts about 1.5 inches, but fits me really good. Does have a folding buttstock. Here's the button right here for that. Ambi safety, Ambi magazine release, slide lock. I have a Vortex crossfire on this. Has a 16.5-inch barrel, and of course it is threaded, 1/2 by 28, and the fake gas block is actually steel. So let's do this here. If I push in this button, I can lock this in right here, but I won't. But how cool is that? Alright, let's go ahead and lock this back. And I do want to mention, this does have a upper and lower receiver, and you can pop these pins out just like an AR-15. You can open it up, pull the bolt out, separate the two receivers. Actually a pretty cool rifle. Now I do have, I believe, 3 other videos on YouTube on this rifle, so I don't want to go into a lot of detail, but really a cool rifle. Now when I bought this, it came with one 25-round magazine. This one right here, and Sig Sauer, Sig 522. Now this is a pretty common AR-15 22 magazine. The magazines are actually made by Black Dog Machine. Alright, let's get everything loaded up and do some shooting. Alright guys, I'm not going to set up any targets today. No paper, no still. I just want to check reliability and sound volume with these firearms. So we're going to start off with the P17, see if it's going to work with the CCI ammo, 15 rounds. Now, it's just not going to work with that. There is one round in here. It's nice and quiet though. Let's try 15 rounds of the Federal ammo. Almost. Yeah. Hey, 99% with the Federal. All right, next, let's try the Colt 1911. And let's try 12 rounds of the Remington ammo. Hey, perfect. Look at that. All right. Let's try 15 rounds of the Federal. Oops. That didn't close all the way. Let's see here. Yep. Fired all 30 rounds. No. Dumbass. 24 rounds. Okay, next up we have the Walther P22Q. Let's try 10 rounds of the Remington. Perfect. 10 rounds CCI. Okay, again, the Walther, this time 10 rounds of the Federal. Perfect. Yeah. So far, so good, huh? Okay, next up, the Sig. Now, I took off the suppressor so it could cool down a little bit. So while it's cooling down, I'm going to put a few rounds of the CCI ammo through this without the suppressor. And then we will immediately go into shooting it with the suppressor. CCI ammo with the suppressor. You know what? That was actually kind of loud in my ears. Didn't like that. Maybe it's because I had earplugs in earlier. But that did seem kind of loud to me, guys. Okay, another simple little test. Those 3 brands of ammo, CCI, Federal, and Remington, I took 6 rounds of each, mixed them up, and just threw them in this magazine. All right, one last test, and I want to go back to the Kel-Tec P17 without the suppressor, because this really is a very reliable pistol. So I've taken 5 rounds out of all 3 boxes of ammo, just mix it up, threw it in the magazine, again without the suppressor. Yeah, good pistol. Just does not like having a suppressor on it. All right, guys, there you go. You know, I really love this suppressor, and I like all that ammo. It shot just fine, except, of course, in the P17. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching my video. Hit that like button. And we'll see you next time. Yeah, I do like this one.